Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Memo, and today I'm bringing to you another project from Tailor Made Cards for You, where I and a few other designers are making projects to inspire you. We hope that you will enter this month's challenge blog, and I will put the link below. And if you do, and you want to order something to go along with your project from Tailor Made Cards for You, you'll also find on the challenge blog a 20% off your digital order. The month's prize is also a $10 gift code, which Tailor Made Cards for You will give you. And I think that's pretty reasonable because these are not that expensive and they're beautifully made. Now also I want to let you know that we have a Facebook group as well called Stamping with Friends. I'll put the link below, and you can share more of your crafty projects there. Now let's get started. This kit is called the Most Wonderful Time of the Year kit, and it's got a lot of pages to it. So I'm going to show you what I have. This is like page 1 of the paper part, and then there's page 3, and that's kind of a bluish green. And there's a red, and there's a beautiful pattern here, and then we have a pattern that's got the 4 different sides to it, and then we have some 5x7 cards here that we can use. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to be using, but I do know what I'm doing. Here's ephemera page 1. Isn't that gorgeous? It's the most wonderful time of the year. And then here's some beautiful ladies who've been shopping. And then we have more ephemera. I love this one. And then a couple more, I believe, 1 or 2 more. This one. And then this one. Now I'm not sure again what I'm going to be using yet, but I know I'm going to be using them. Most of the pages anyway, and there's one that I did not print out because I knew at this point I wasn't going to be using it. So let me show you a prototype of what we're going to do. Now this is it all in white, and the only reason it's in white is because I wanted to do the prototype and I didn't see any sense wasting paper for the prototype. So this, I call it an accordion fold pocket card, and it opens like this. Like this, sorry. And then it folds out like this, and I've got measurements here already. So it's got different layers to it. Now I may do something different to this layer and this layer over here, the top one. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Isn't that cool? Now I got this from a card that I did, oh gosh, quite a few years ago, and it was a lot bigger, so I adjusted this card to the size that I need to fit into a regular size envelope. So now this one, and you see why I said I may do this part different. You never know. So I am going to go ahead and cut out my papers that I need, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you the dimensions when we get back. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I have my pieces all cut out, and believe me, there's plenty of pieces. But it really doesn't take that long to cut out. Now, to get the accordion part of the card right here, that folds in like that, I fold in half because sometimes when I score, even if I got cut at 10 and I scored at half of my scoreboard, for some reason it doesn't always fold evenly. Not that I'm necessarily that even either, but it seems like it's pretty crooked sometimes, no matter what I try. So I'm going to fold it like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score my tool. I had it. I'll use this little fella here. Okay, 3 7/8 from the edge. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, and 7/8. Oops, don't want to get the wrong side. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. 7/8. Now, of course, when I was doing the prototype off camera, I got it straight, but for some reason now it's wanting to go crooked. Okay, 3 7/8. And then I turn it and I go 3 7/8 again. Now the card is going to be folded with this piece up like that, and these two pieces will go back. So what you're going to have in the middle is a mountain fold, like that. So I'm going to use my tool to score, to burnish it and make sure doing good. Okay, I'm going to put this away. Now here's the fun part. We're going to set this aside. We're going to take this piece here, and I'm hoping that if my brain is doing it right, that it's going to be right. You know what I mean? Okay. So yes, I do have some white edges, but that does not bother me at all. So the first thing is that we're going to take this. This is going to be the top, the front of the card. And then we are going to take this piece. And you know what? I think I'm going to cut this. I'm going to do a little bit of adjustment because my green isn't showing at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim that white off, which is going to make it a little bit different size, but you stick with your other size, or the sizes I told you, because unless you have white like I'm doing, because you can adjust. And what I like about digital paper is that you can always print it again. So this was 4 1/4, I believe. Let me make sure before I say that, because I think I cut some of it off. It was okay. I forgot to cut the other part. Anyway, we're going to take this first. Maybe. Yeah. This is 4, and it's going to be a 4 1/4. By 5" 2 pieces. Good. Now, oh, I need to fix that too. Okay, so again, now I think I'm going to have to trim some of the sides too, but I just want to make sure. This is the 5.5 by 4, and 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then this is going to be the 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, now I've got the front cover cut, and then this of course is going to go with this other side. And I'll probably have to cut one for the back too, but that way there's no big white spot. I am so sorry. Okay. So I've got these two cut for the inside. And I'll need to cut these down too, because I just don't like that showing, not enough green showing is what it is. So this will probably be 3 7/8. See which one it is. Okay, this one's the smaller one. Okay, now I've got all the pieces adjusted because I wanted the white was hiding too much of the color part of the paper, so I went ahead and trimmed mine down. But if you don't have that edge on there, then the sizes I gave you are fine. But what I did was trim them down 1/8 of an inch on the sides that needed it, just on the white area. So that just adjusted it a little bit. But the method and everything's still the same. So what I'm going to do, this is my front cover. These are the inside, and these are on the accordion itself. But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to trim or tape this down with my runner. And by the way, this size is 3 7/8 by 5. I mean, it's not that you have to do that size. It's just what mine turned out to be. So, and you could distress these edges, but I think what I'm going to do is let it stay that way. And I might need to trim a little bit more off, but we're going to see how this does. I think that'll be fine. There we go. This is the front cover now. And we'll do pockets in a little bit too. Now don't cover or tape the top of your pocket there. And so then I move this over a little bit to about 1/8 of an inch approximately. That's way too big. Sometimes this is the hardest part. So you cannot always get things straight, that's for sure. Okay, that looks good. So now we have a pocket on there, and might help if, now you can use whatever glue you want on there. Usually I use Beacon glue or some other kind of liquid glue, but today I'm doing tape runner just to make it a little faster. Okay, now I want to get my base of my card, which I've already showed you how to fold that. So we want the mountain fold up here. And then we're going to take the front cover, and you want this to be where this is going to open up. Let me see if I can get hold of it like this. basically, just like I showed you on the other card. Okay, now for the back and front covers. First we're going to do the front cover, and it's going to have 2 layers on the inside, like this. And then we'll glue this on, and then we'll do the back too, but we'll also glue that onto the top of the mats for the accordion fold. So we'll glue this down first. Okay, so here we have the front of my card. Got a couple of tags in it. Favorite. And then I put her back here so when you take out the tag or something, there's still something to show back here. And I outlined her just to make her show up a little bit more. Then I got Comfort and Joy there on top of my pocket. Then when you open the card, it opens like this. So now I have, take that off. Now I have different layers, several layers, and I probably need to trim that part right there down. But several layers. There's like not the base card, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if you include the decorative piece, that's 6. So it's just something to give it more dimension. And it is different than the other one, and yet it's the same. Different size, of course. I had to figure out what size to do that for. But it looks like I got it worked. So I'm glad to see that. And I just love this card. And then there's the back. And there's a lot that I did not use, so if I do anything extra, I'll just put a picture of it rather than doing a card or a tutorial. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And be sure you check out the description box below. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for when you have when I upload a new video, you'll be notified of that. So thank you guys. Blessings to all. Bye bye.